Welcome to this edition of SAU Weekly, your source for the latest news and sports from St. Ambrose University. I'm Alex Topinski.
And I'm Nicholas Zepeda.
For many college students, it's all about finding that vintage look while shopping for clothes. But for a couple of SAU students, it's all about bringing that style to their local business right here in the Quad Cities. SAU Weekly's Lily Reed introduces us to 563 Vintage.
The nostalgia is my absolute favorite part.
It's that love for nostalgia that brought several Ambrose students together, turning it retro from a hobby into a business.
And that's when we had the idea to launch a website. And from then on, we went on to do events together and all kinds of pop-ups, and now we're in brick and mortar.
Located in the hilltop, just minutes from campus, 563 Vintage started in a smaller shared space, but quickly found it a new home to call their own.
It was very surreal. We were able to do what we want. We planned out carefully like what we wanted to do, what we wanted to look like, how we really wanted it to feel. And like the posters, everything, those are all like specifically placed. So yeah, it feels really good. We worked really hard for it, and seeing it pay off is very reassuring.
At 563 Vintage, you can find a variety of t-shirts, sweatshirts, jackets, and more.
When people come in and they find their favorite shirt that maybe their dad used to have, or a shirt from their favorite TV show, seeing that reaction and their faces light up, it just makes me happy.
But for these Ambrose students, it's not just about making money.
I want to create this safe space here and bring the community in. I want people to be in here hanging out, whether you're buying stuff or checking out our old retro games. We want this to be a safe spot to try out new fashion from all different genres and ages, and just somewhere that you want to stick around a little bit longer.
For SAU Weekly, I'm Lily Reed.
Thanks, Lily. To support 563 Vintage and browse their selection, head just south of campus at 1517 North Harrison Street. You can also find them at 563vintage.com and on Instagram at 563vintage.
At St. Ambrose, you run into a lot of familiar faces, but one smiling face has become the best start to everyone's day. SAU Weekly's Ryan Schistel introduces us to Owen, the Omelet Man.
Most mornings, you'll find students stopping by Cosgrove cafeteria for a quick breakfast to prepare for classes. But for one chef, his preparation begins long before the doors open. Before some students were even born, Owen Proct took his chance on a job opportunity.
I was a busboy at Circuit 21 for a year, and then my dad found a job opening in the paper for Sodexo at St. Ambrose and gave it a shot.
The job paid off, and it lasted for almost 2 decades.
I started here technically in 2004, and then I worked till 2008, and I took a year off, came back in 2009, so I've been here since then.
Although Owen didn't always know he wanted to be a chef, he got good at it.
It just kind of happened, and I've kind of cultivated it and grown to appreciate it.
He even tries to remember students' names and their usual orders.
So it was important to put a little more personalization on it.
Even as he fills quite a bit of orders.
Probably about 65, give or take a day. So close to, what, 200 a week?
Students were quick to notice and are always ready to return to his grill.
I don't usually get in here in the caf very often because I only have 7 meal swipes. But I gotta say, I always come in here for his omelets.
Even though menu items in the cafeteria might come and go, you can always count on your favorite omelet from Owen. For SAU Weekly, I'm Ryan Schistel.
Thanks, Ryan. Breakfast hours for the Cosgrove cafeteria are 7 a.m. to 10 a.m., Monday through Friday.
For a boost of energy, St. Ambrose students visit the Beehive to grab a campus favorite, a Stinger. The energy drinks are popular among students, but what about the rest of campus?
In Stingers, a new show coming to SAU TV, students sit down with faculty and staff to discuss who they are and what they do while sampling the popular energy drinks. In this week's What's the Buzz, SAU Weekly's Sydney Horseman sits down with Annie Kroll, one of the hosts of SAU TV's newest show.
Welcome to What's the Buzz. Joining us now is Annie Kroll, a student featured in the new show Stingers. Thanks for being here, Annie.
Thank you so much for having me.
So, just start by telling us what is this new show?
Yeah, so students in my class would interview staff members from St. Ambrose, and we would talk about their careers or what they do at St. Ambrose, and while we drink the stingers from the Beehive.
Perfect. So where did the inspiration come from originally?
So it actually came from Hot Ones, and that's a show on YouTube where celebrities will try hot wings or different hot sauces while they talk about their careers.
So do you have a favorite stinger?
I do. I love stingers, and my favorite one we tried during the interview was Glacier, but my all-time favorite stinger will have to be Witch's Brew, but that only comes out during Halloween.
Yeah. So we do have a clip from the upcoming episode, so let's take a look.
So before you were an area coordinator, you were an RA, my RA last year. What made you want to become an RA?
So I was in residence life for about 3 years, resident advisor and hall advisor. I've just really liked the community aspect of it. You get a lot of great skills, and higher ed was kind of my main goal after graduation. So as soon as I heard the position was opened, I said, well, let me give it a shot, and now I'm here.
And you get your own room, right?
Yes,
okay,
yes.
That's definitely a perk.
Yes.
Okay, so for our first drink, we're going to be trying the Glacier, and that is blue raspberry, green apple, and white chocolate.
Okay.
I love this one.
It's actually pretty good.
Okay, good.
I like it.
Good. Okay, so
Yeah.
what would you rate that out of 5?
I think I 8.
Oh, you're going above the scale. I love it.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
gonna
really
give it
good.
like a 4.2.
A 4.
Yeah, it's not my favorite, but okay.
That looks really great. So did you have fun filming it?
I had so much fun. I love stingers, so of course that was the best part. But I also loved interviewing Yaz because last year she was my RA, and I've always seen her so serious, but it was so fun laughing with her.
So when can we expect new episodes to air?
Yeah, so you can see them after Thanksgiving break, and you can watch them on the Hive and SAU TV YouTube channel.
Awesome. So thanks again for being here, Annie.
Thank you.
Good luck with the show. We look forward to it. Back to you guys.
Coming up next in sports, national tournament pairings were announced for both women's soccer and volleyball after their big conference wins. We'll tell you who they'll face in the first round.
And our wrestling teams face off against William Penn. We bring you the highlights.
Join SAU Weekly's Dave Drzenti as he takes you inside SAU athletics. Stay tuned.
As SAU students eagerly wait time off from their studies, anxiously enjoying Thanksgiving meals with their family and friends, we ask them what they're most thankful for.
We'll leave you with their responses. Thank you for watching.
Good night.
And I'm thankful for my Ambrosian family, right here.
I am thankful for my friends, my family, my boyfriend, and apparently Ryan McDaniel.
I'm thankful for the education that I have been given, thankful for our family, just thankful for friends and being healthy.
Thankful for having 3 healthy children, and I'm happy to have a job and to work with so many wonderful colleagues.
I'm thankful for my friends and my family, and I'm thankful I get to go home for Thanksgiving.
I'm thankful for my friends and my family because they mean a lot to me.
I'm thankful for the great family that I have. They're behind me in everything that I do, and I know they always will be, especially during the time of Thanksgiving.
I am thankful for my friends and family to be all together.
Life in general and my family.
And I'm thankful for all the good food that's going to be at Thanksgiving.
I'm thankful for my family and all my friends that I'll be seeing over the break. I'm thankful for the time off from school.
And for cookies. I'm thankful to be going home and having home-cooked food and not the calf food.
I'm thankful for a lot of things, not only the traditional family, friends, roof over my head, shoes under my feet, but you know, the good stuff like Hey Arnold, Rugrats, Real Monsters, and Home Improvement.
We're brother and sister, and we're thankful for hockey.
Woo!
As fall sports wrap up for the season, there is still plenty of excitement left for both women's soccer and women's volleyball as they prepare for NAIA national tournaments. Last Friday, the SAU women's soccer team hosted Olivet Nazarene in the conference championship game. It was a great defensive effort all around, including back-to-back saves by Rachel Willett to keep the Bees in the game. Just over 9 minutes left in the game, with the score still tied at 0 until Isabella Crawford finds Haley Wilson for the goal, and that would be the game-winning goal. The Bees win 1-0 to claim the 2023 CCAC Conference Tournament Championship. It was then time to find out who they play in the NAIA National Tournament. Excitement was in the air when it was announced that they will get a rematch against Aquinas College. Earlier this season, the Bees lost to the Saints 4-1, but a couple months later, the Bees believe they are a different team. Now riding a 12-game winning streak, Ambrose is looking forward to redeeming themselves.
We went there and we didn't have Adrian, one of our best players, and we weren't really in the flow of things preseason. We were just like getting to know people, just getting to know freshmen. So I think we are so prepared now to go and face them, and I cannot wait to play them again.
You know, for us, it's always a goal at the beginning of the year, but we're not looking at this as, you know, getting overly excited about just taking part. We're in it to win games and go and compete for a national title. There's no doubt about it.
Bees will take on the Saints at noon on Saturday in Grand Rapids, Michigan, with the winner advancing as one of the last 16 teams in the tournament. The women's volleyball team captured the CCAC Conference Tournament title by knocking off top-seeded Judson to earn their spot at Nationals. The Bees are riding a wave of momentum into the postseason, winning their last 7 matches.
To the Fighting Bees of
That was the reaction Monday afternoon when the Bees found out they will be traveling to Omaha, Nebraska to take on the College of St. Mary. The Flames earned an at-large bid in the tournament, finishing the season with a record of 22-8. SAU Weekly's Jorge Brizuela has more with the Fighting Bees as they prepare for tournament play.
After a season full of ups and downs, the women's volleyball team pulled through and earned a hard-fought spot in the national tournament by winning the CCAC Conference Tournament.
The girls have worked really hard. We've kind of been through our challenges this season, having to play shorthanded for so many matches throughout our season, and you know those frustrations start to weigh pretty heavy. So to kind of find our stride and get into a groove and be able to have that kind of success, it just means so much more after having battled through this season.
We lost some key components last year, some key players, but we worked really hard, and after we got everybody back on our roster, on and off the court, we became unstoppable.
It was a historic win as they became the first ever SAU women's volleyball team to win the conference tournament title.
Well, I think it's so exciting. Since my freshman year, it's been our goal to keep doing better in conference, and we always kind of just fell a little bit short each year. And so it's been so exciting to finally be #1 in conference and make it to nationals.
It's amazing that many people don't get this opportunity and this experience to go to nationals or win conference tournament.
Mackenzie Grafton led the way as she claimed CCAC Conference Player of the Year.
It's an honor to be named Player of the Year, but I couldn't have done it without all my teammates, my coaches, my family, everyone supporting me throughout the way.
Despite having a talented group of players, chemistry is what made the difference.
Special group of girls, they mean a lot to me. You know, I'm thankful to be able to see them achieving the kind of successes that we knew that they were capable of.
The Bees prepared to face number 16 College of St. Mary on Saturday at 3 p.m. for the first round of the NAIA National Tournament. For SAU Weekly, I'm Jorge Brizuela.
Thanks, Jorge. The men's wrestling team took to the mats in Lee Loman Arena for their conference home opener against William Penn University. Coming off a win on Tuesday, the Bees had high energy going into the dual meet with a drive to keep the momentum going. Senior Steele Diaz did just that in the 125-pound bout with a takedown less than a minute into the first period. He dominated over the next 2 periods as well and went on to win via major decision 13-0 and increase his personal record to 4-0 on the year. Later on, in the 174-pound bout, junior Jaden Taronas kept the pressure on with a pin just 47 seconds into the match. Senior Tyrese Johnson maintained control throughout the 197-pound bout, scoring a big takedown early on. He went on to take the match 6-5, securing the win for the Bees. Their next event will be Saturday at 9 a.m. in Cedar Rapids at the Co-College Invite. And that'll do it for Inside SAU Athletics. I'm Dave Girgenti.
And that's all we have for you on this edition of SAU Weekly. Remember to check out the SAU TV, Facebook, and Instagram pages for our newscast, top stories, and more. You can also find them on the Hive at sauthebuzz.com.
We'll be back after Thanksgiving break with the latest news and sports from St. Ambrose University. Until then, we asked you what Thanksgiving dish you look forward to every year. Enjoy.
What is your favorite Thanksgiving food and why?
Pie. It's gotta be mac and cheese. Classic.
Probably tamales, which is like a traditional Mexican food. It's really tradition in my house, so yeah.
Crust rolls. They're buttery, and I can eat like 50 of them.
And why is that? It's good.